He seems cold and angry, like he's lost something. No, he didn't lose it. He sacrificed it. His heart, his quiet, his history. And when the world tore him apart, he didn't collapse. He rebuilt himself in flames. That smile you noticed, that's not rage. That's a man who made chaos bow. I walked through hell laughing. Flames taught me how to move, and every scar on my spirit is a medal I earned. When no one else stepped in, they watched, they mocked. They whispered that I'd fall, but here I stand, unbroken, unyielding, stepping through the blaze they promised would destroy me. They thought they buried me. They thought the pressure would crush me, but I didn't collapse. I transformed. I molded myself to the shadows until they turned into my kingdom, until I could breathe smoke and hurl back thunder. I don't need light to walk my road. My fury lights the way. I remember when I was gentle, when I was soft, when I gave more than I ever should and asked for nothing. I believed goodness was protection. I believed love was a shield, but kindness was a weakness they devoured. And when they drained me empty, they blamed me for bleeding. So I stopped searching for mercy. I stopped waiting for saviors. I sealed my own wounds with flame and iron. I forged my tears into weapons, and I became something they couldn't command. I walked through hell with a smirk because I know what stands on the other side. I know what I was shaped for. I wasn't built to kneel. I wasn't born to plead. I was created for war. Every loss carved truth inside me. Every betrayal sharpened my corners. They turned me into a monster, and now they tremble when I pass through. But I don't hide from my reflection. I stare into my eyes and see exactly what I've become, and I don't shiver because I earned this. I accepted what they feared. I didn't become wicked. I became necessary. I don't feel shame for surviving. I don't regret growing fangs. The world doesn't honor the broken. It bows to the unshakable, and I chose to never be ignored. Oh, I walked through hell with a grin because I made a vow to myself that I would never die silent, that I would never kneel beneath the weight of this world, that I would rise again and again, no matter how many pieces I was shattered into. When the walls closed in, I didn't beg. I pushed. When the floor vanished, I didn't sink. I rose. And when they walked away, I didn't ask why. I just kept moving because I don't need their comfort. I don't need their approval. I don't need their arms to carry me. I've got my own, and they're forged in steel. The devil watches me and steps back. He remembers the day I stopped hiding, the day I stopped fearing him and started walking beside him, not as a servant, not as a follower, but as a storm even hell could never break. They say I've shifted, they say I'm cold, they say I lost my path, but the truth is I found it. I found clarity in the quiet, in the emptiness, in the moments when nobody came, and I had to become all that I lacked. I don't weep for them. I don't turn back. The grave tried to claim me, but it never knew who it had taken. Death himself tried to bind me, but he never knew the depth of my will. I do not bow to the shadows. I do not bow to the past. I do not bow to the ones who believed they had won. I bow only to the fire burning inside me. I bow to the hunger that refuses to be quiet. I bow to the force that will never be contained. There is no room for the person I once was. That former self was delicate, trusting, soft. That former self pleaded for fairness, begged for understanding. That former self believed love could fix anything. But love is a lie, a fragile illusion that breaks the moment it is tested. And I have been tested again and again, until all that remained was the raw, merciless instinct to endure. I have no softened heart left. It was torn from me, crushed into dust, shattered past repair, and in its place there is something different, something colder, something ruthless. I do not feel mercy. I do not feel sorrow. I do not feel anything except the hunger to rise, to take what is mine, to make sure no soul ever holds power over me again. They believed they could bind me. They believed they could twist me, use me, break me, but they only managed to create something they will never comprehend, something they will never be able to stop. I have no use for their affection, no use for their loyalty, their warmth, their sympathy. Those gifts are for the helpless, for the dreamers who cannot stand alone. I stand alone. I have always stood alone, and I will forge ahead alone, leaving behind a trail of ruins and ashes. That is my road. That is my purpose. They thought I would crumble. They thought I would vanish, turn to nothing, fade into dust and echoes. But I am not an echo. I am not a shadow of what was. I am present. I am here, and I am unshakable. The world is nowhere near ready for what I've risen into. The ones who tried to silence me have no idea what they've awakened. The dirt was meant to cage me, but all it did was give me time to sharpen, time to build my power, time to let my fury burn and expand, time to evolve into something far beyond what I ever imagined before. And now, I step into the world they thought would break me. Every step I take shakes the ground beneath their feet. Every glance I cast ignites fear in the hearts of those who thought they were untouchable. I don't ask for permission. I don't wait for approval. I take what is mine because I have earned it in fire, in blood, in the endless nights when the silence threatened to swallow me whole. They will try to stop me. They will try to convince me I am weak, that I am just one man against a world that has never known mercy. But I am not just one man. I am a storm. I am the darkness that refuses to be ignored. I am the shadow that walks in plain sight, the force that cannot be caged, the power that cannot be denied. Every scar, every wound, every betrayal has forged me into something more than human. I have learned to turn pain into strength, anger into focus, and fear into fuel. I do not stumble. I do not falter. I rise through the ashes of every failure, every loss, every broken promise, and I come back stronger than before. I have no allies. I have no saviors. I rely on no one but myself. Every chain they tried to wrap around me has become a weapon in my hands. Every lock they used to contain me has become a key to doors they never imagined I could open. And as I walk forward, the world begins to bend to my will, not because I seek power, but because power seeks me. They will whisper my name in fear. They will watch me from shadows, hoping I will stumble, praying I will fall. But I do not fall. I do not kneel. I do not bow. I am the consequence of every time they thought they had won. I am the reckoning they cannot escape. And when they finally see me, standing, unbroken, unbowed, with fire in my eyes, and fury in my hands, they will know the truth. I am unstoppable. I am inevitable. I am the force that was born from the ruins of their world, tempered in the flames of betrayal and honed by the sharpest edges of pain. And I will not stop. I will not slow. I will not rest. For as long as I draw breath, I will rise. I will conquer, and I will claim everything they tried to take from me. The world thought it could bury me. It thought it could erase me. It thought it could make me weak. But I am here, and I am more than they ever imagined. I am the nightmare that walks in daylight. I am the shadow that turns the brightest day into fear. I am the storm that cannot be tamed. And I will continue to rise again and again, until there is nothing left that can challenge me, nothing left that can hold me back, and nothing left in this world that can make me bow. Because I am not just alive. I am power. I am vengeance. I am unbreakable. I am the fire that refuses to die. Every step I take scorches the path behind me, a warning to those who thought they could stop me. They built walls, they dug trenches, they whispered lies, thinking they could contain me. But I am not contained. I am not caged. I am the force that breaks the walls, shatters the chains, and crushes the lies that were built to hold me down. Every scar tells a story. Every wound marks a victory. Every betrayal carved steel into my soul. I have walked through the shadow of despair and come out, holding the light they tried to steal from me. They do not understand strength. They do not understand will. They do not understand what it means to rise when everything around you screams to fall, and that ignorance is their weakness. I am not here for their approval. I am not here to be liked or loved. I am here to exist on my own terms, to forge a path that only I can walk. And those who try to follow will be left behind, watching as I move forward with a purpose that cannot be shaken. I have no fear of their judgment, no need for their validation. I am enough, and I have always been enough, even when the world tried to convince me otherwise. The night has taught me patience. The silence has taught me focus. The fire has taught me resilience. I have stared into the abyss, and the abyss did not blink. I have faced the monsters that hide in every corner of the world, and I did not flinch. I walked through the chaos and claimed it as my own, because every challenge is a test, every battle a lesson, every moment an opportunity to grow stronger than I was before. I am the storm that comes without warning. I am the shadow that moves in silence. And when they see me rise, they will understand the cost of underestimating me. I am forged in pain, tempered in fire, sharpened by betrayal. I am the product of every time they tried to break me and failed. I am the inevitable consequence of their mistakes. No one can prepare for what I have become. I have turned my anger into strategy, my fear into focus, my suffering into fuel. I walk through the world with eyes wide open, seeing every weakness, sensing every lie, understanding every intent. They thought they could manipulate me, deceive me, use me, but all they did was teach me how to anticipate, how to strike, how to rise above, and rise I will. I will rise through the ashes of their expectations, through the ruins of their plans, through the shadows of their lies. I will rise with the fire of 1,000 storms. burning inside me. I will rise with the strength of every scar, every tear, every moment of pain that once tried to break me. I will rise because the world is mine to claim, and I will not be denied. They thought they could bury me. They thought the darkness would swallow me. They thought the weight of their world would crush my spirit. But I am not just a survivor. I am a conqueror. I am a force of nature. I am a storm that cannot be tamed. I am the nightmare they cannot escape. I am the shadow that refuses to fade, and I will continue to rise until there is nothing left that can stop me, nothing left that can challenge me, and nothing left that can make me bow. I have walked through hell and returned stronger. I have embraced the chaos that tried to destroy me. I have claimed the darkness that threatened to consume me, and I have learned the world does not make the strong make the world. I am that strength. I am that power. I am the reckoning. And when the world finally sees me, they will know the truth. I am unstoppable. I am inevitable. I am the consequence of every betrayal, every failure, every moment they thought they could break me. I am the force that will not be denied. I am the storm that walks in silence, the shadow that haunts the brightest day, the fire that refuses to be extinguished. This is my path. This is my destiny, and I will not deviate. I will not falter. I will not rest until I have claimed everything I am owed, until every chain is broken, until every obstacle is crushed beneath my feet. The world will learn to fear me, or it will learn to bow. There is no other option, because I am not just alive. I am power. I am vengeance. I am fire incarnate. I am unbreakable. I am necessary. And I will continue to rise again and again, until nothing in this world can stand against me. I am the darkness they tried to bury. I am the storm they tried to cage. I am the shadow they tried to erase. And I will never be forgotten. I will never bow. I will never die quietly. I will rise, and I will rise, and I will rise again, because that is who I am.